This woman writes, my boyfriend told me the fact that I have to use the bathroom disgusts him. So she's 21, he's 24. Never tell your woman that she disgusts you, or never refer to her as gross, even if she does something that's considered gross. Do not do it. Just completely avoid that. If you do that, if you make her feel gross, whether it's, a bathroom in this case, period, farts, pukes, shits, whatever, it's like anything gross, it'll basically put her guard up. So if you refer to her as gross, now she's going to be guarded against you, and she's going to put up that wall and that barrier, and that's going to make it more difficult for her to open up. And when she can't feel comfortable being vulnerable with you and being able to open up, what that's going to cause her to do is be more closed off. And so she's going to be more guarded. And when she's like this, it's like, well, if you go back to the 3 C's, this is how it's all really connected. It's like the 3 C's of masculinity. When woman is closed off, that's really one of the biggest pain points, because they don't feel like they're succeeding. And so it's like, by him saying that she's disgusting or she's being disgusting or whatever, it just in turn makes her closed to him, and then it really creates a difficult dynamic in the relationship. In her post, she writes, I wish I was joking or trolling. Basically, this morning, he told me that he knows all women have to use the bathroom, but the image of the perfect angelic girlfriend doesn't correspond with the fact that I have to have these bodily functions, meaning taking a shit. It's like, grow up, dude. It's like, it happens. It's like, and also if you're thinking like this perfect, angelic, whatever you called it, girlfriend, it's like, well, that's not reality, dude. It's like, women are just women. If you basically put them as this basically pedestal like figure, that's going to cause problems as well. He said it started disgusting him so much that he doesn't want to have sex with me anymore. It's like, dude, you can't ever say something like that. When I asked what would be the appropriate solution, he told me that he would like me to use the bathroom only when he's not at home or when he sleeps. Are you serious, dude? Now that's like total insecurity. It's like trying to control her. She's not going to feel free. Now she's not going to feel sexy, desired, and she has to basically hide a part of her that's a part of her. It's like, you can't do that. You have to basically... and then when these situations happen, maybe she's on her period or whatever, you acknowledge that she's still beautiful and everything about her is still beautiful. You don't say, oh, you're gross. It's like, that is a horrible, horrible approach. And it can have really devastating consequences on the relationship. When I told him that's abusive, he said I don't respect his needs. Yeah, and the dynamic in this might already be broken. It's like, by him saying something like that, the time and trust factor as far as recovering that trust will be very difficult. What should I do? Well, I mean, the dynamic between this is already very, very fragile, and it's probably going to basically, this right here has probably started a downward spiral that will be very, very difficult to correct. So it might not be working out as far as the future of this relationship. I'm really confused, and to be honest, it's very shocking to hear that from him, because he's always been so caring, kind, and supportive. Sorry for possible mistakers. English is not my native language. I'd say you're in a bad spot. It's like, well, now you're going to experience a really difficult dynamic between the two of you. And now you have to really decide if it's worth it to really stay in this relationship, because you're not going to feel sexy, that you're not going to feel loved, you're not going to feel cared for, at least fully. You're going to have your guard up, you're going to be closed to him, you're not going to be able to open up, and all these things are necessary for a relationship. So if you don't have it and don't feel comfortable being able to express these things, it's like, well, you might just find someone else and end the relationship.